Okay, so hello, January. Today we have the Zombies, and this will be our year. I figured I might as well listen to a song that's about a fresh start, a new year, whatever. And this one was one of the top suggestions. And I only really know, I think, the one song by the Zombies, which, like many other people, is Time of the Season. And I've never gone beyond that until today. So let's get into this. Only 2 minutes, 10 seconds. The Zombies, this will be our year. And yeah, let's go. My goodness.
Of your love's like the warmth from the sun, and this will be our year. Took a long time to come. Don't let go of my hand now, the darkness has gone. This will be our year. Took a long time to come, and I won't forget the way you held me up when I was down, and I won't forget the way you said, darling, I love you. You gave me faith to go on. This will be our year, took a long time to come. The warmth of your smile, smile for me, little one. And this will be our year, took a long time to come. You don't have to worry, all your worry days are gone. And I won't forget the way you said, darling, I love you. You gave me faith to go on. Now we're there, and we've only just begun. This will be our year. Took a long time to come. And this will be our year. Took a long time to come.
There it is. Like I said, it's short, 2 minutes, 10 seconds, but I mean, it says what it has to say in that short amount of time. Goodness. So the Zombies, and this will be our year. And just from the title, and that's why, again, I guess it kind of went into this. Again, never reacting to the Zombies and wanting a song about a new year. I mean, you as Ricky from the Trailer Park Boys once said, you get two birds stoned at once here. So I mean, it's positive as hell. Just from the opening piano and the piano that drives the song throughout everything, throughout the whole thing, it's so happy. I would say it's a positive piano, a commanding piano, a spry piano as well. So yeah, and like I said, positive, peppy, all that stuff comes to mind immediately. And it also, though, with these lyrics, just to say too, as I'm thinking about it, the way he says this will be our year, it took a long time to come, whatever. Again, we'll get to the lyrics soon, but it almost seems like maybe these two people, I don't know if they're talking about the relationship that they've been in with each other, and now finally they feel like everything's going well and everything's right, or maybe it took a long time to come for this love until they finally met each other, and now they're all happy and, lovey-dovey, whatever. And at that same point, talking about relationships like that, I feel like this could be, and it probably is, a wedding song for many people. It just, again, it has that positivity to it. It has that wedding feel, I guess you would say, that elegance. And again, the horns here, didn't expect that, but again, it was the late 60s, so I horns not very, what the fuck, not uncommon, I guess, in a way. But yeah, at least as a Doors fan, I think, with the Soft Parade. But anyway, yeah, I love the horns section on this track. I will have to say, the piano again drives the song. The drumming too, at parts, it gets a little bit heavier, like the I don't know. There's just that feeling of a booming sound for a second, but then we go right back to a lighter noise, if you want to say, a lighter sound, and everything just seems so happy, and everything is going to be okay. And that, I don't know. Again, that's just the warmth that comes through. And to talk about warmth, you talk about how warm the voice is here of Colin Blunstone. I just had to remind who was on vocals here, because I do know the band had a few different vocalists who would sing lead. And again, the band too, I want to talk about for a second, as this was released from their, as many people called it, their classic album Odyssey and Oracle, which was released a year after, released in 1968, after they broke up in 1967, which is just nuts. One of those bands, I would say, one of those rare bands, I would think, that released probably, as I'm rating, people say their best album when they were already done. It's just like, my goodness. But of course, they would get back together a few times to do know of, and I think they were even still going today. I don't know with what members, but either way. And they were recently inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. So I know that much about them, but I did not know that this was released after they already split, basically. And again, it's just, and that gives it an extra layer to the song when you're talking about the warmth and the love of between people. And then the band breaks up. It's just like, I don't know, maybe it's a bit funny, a bit ironic in that way. But anyway, I thought that was fun. But yeah, anyway, like I said, great horns, great drumming, great vocals. What the hell can you say? Great lyrics here, I do believe, from Chris White, who was also part of the band, of course. But yeah, just so happy. And he was really in his element on this one. Anyway, producing such happiness. So anyway, I'm going to go on to these lyrics now. Because again, this video shouldn't be too long. The song's not too long, so my goodness. With the first verse, the warmth of your love's like the warmth from the sun. Beautiful. I love it. Atmospheric as hell. Again, just from the opening piano, you get this sense of beautiful nature. I don't know. Nature comes to my mind again. I don't know, with the sun talk, I guess maybe that's what happens. But anyway, and this will be our year. Took a long time to come along. Don't let go of my hand. Now darkness has gone. Again, when I'm holding your hand, I feel like everything's fine. Darkness is now gone. When I'm with you anyway, too. This will be our year. Took a long time to come. And again, I don't know if I'd say his fast-paced vocals, maybe at points, but just the way he would go into "took a long time to come," I don't know, there was a fastness to it, if that's a word, a little bit of a speediness to it, and I enjoyed that. Anyway, the pre-chorus, and I won't forget the way you held me up when I was down, and don't forget the way you said, "Darling, I love you. You give me faith to go on." Again, it's just, that's beautiful. It keeps you going on. That's the whole point. The way you held me up when I was down. Obviously, this person uplifts this narrator, if you want to say that much. And again, I won't forget these things that you helped me along with. I will never forget what you said. And just hearing "I love you" is obviously going to help you along. And that it's just 3 words, but it means so much, of course. That's so sappy to say, and it's so, like, I guess, corny to say at this point too, but it's real. And then you go into the chorus again. Now we're there, and we've only just begun. We've only just begun. I'm getting Carpenter's vibes there. Anyway, this will be our year. Took a long time to come. And when they do say we've only just begun, maybe they just did get married, or maybe, again, this is a new relationship. Either way, we're having a new beginning too, because it is a new year as well. And took a long time to come to find this love, perhaps. But this will be our year now. We've suffered enough, and we've earned to have a good year together now. Then we have the instrumental break, and then the second verse. Again, these I feel like there's only 2 verses here, and I do believe, is that the last verse of the track? Yeah, I don't know. It felt longer than just a 2-minute song, but anyway, but not in a bad way either. The warmth of your smile for me, little one. Again, I love the repetition of the word warmth, just beautiful. And this will be our year. Took a long time to come. You don't have to worry. All your worried days are gone. And again, as a big Beach Boys fan, as the poster behind me, "Don't Worry Baby" comes to mind. Again, this was the 60s. The Beach Boys were about at this time too. And again, 1968, the year I do believe this was released. We just had, I wasn't there, but the Summer of Love had just passed from 1967. So all of that comes to mind. The psychedelic era was happening. Anyway, so just all this colorful stuff comes to mind when I hear about the warmth and hear about these worried days being gone. Anyway, then the pre-chorus, and I won't forget the way you held me up when I was down. The same thing as I said before. "Darling, I love you. You gave me faith to go on." Just beautiful. My goodness gracious. And then now we're there, and we've only just begun. This will be our year. My goodness gracious. And this will be our year. Took a long time to come. My. Beautiful, short and sweet, to the point. Great wedding song. What more do you want? Again, the song could have been 3-4 minutes, whatever the hell, but it didn't have to be. 2 minutes and 10 seconds. They were in and they were out. They got their point across. And again, I don't, just the warmth you feel, the tingles you get from from Colin's great voice here. It's so good. It sounds like he's right up against the mic. I don't know. That's what comes to my mind anyway. But just how you can almost hear every little thing that he's doing with his mouth, and that sounds a bit weird to say, but just, I don't know. Every intricacy in the song is so prevalent, is so present anyway. You can hear everything almost, that's what I'm trying to say. And just like the lightness of it, love the soul to it, I would say a bit too. And it was a great song of the time as well, and it fit in with the time very well too, and it fits in even now, all these years later. But thanks for liking, subscribing, commenting, all that stuff throughout the whole year, all the support, all the love, and yeah, again, this is my first reaction of 2025, so here we are. Again, I couldn't think of a more perfect song to do, and yeah, thanks for all the love, like I said, and more love to come in 2025, and more big things. And like I said earlier in a video I posted yesterday, I do believe big things, but not me being big anymore, thankfully. So anyway, thanks for everything. I'll talk to you guys again soon.